Yo, so what is good, YouTube? It's your boy RX here, back with Prescription Kicks, man. Giving you a daily dose of streetwear news, sneaker news, and everything else in between. So today, I'm basically gonna cover how I got featured on the Depop page. Crazy, because my first YouTube video, I started this journey around a year ago, August 2019, where I posted my very first video. I'll link it right here. Man, it's pretty fucking cringy, I'm not gonna lie.
My name is RX, and I'm Depop famous.
What?
It was my first video, and just to see how far we come here, you know, like around 40 to 50 videos later, a couple hundred subscribers, like it's crazy. I never thought I would like build an audience of over 500. That just means a lot to me. If you're watching this, like, you mean a lot to me. No simp shit, but like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. With things coming around full circle, it's 1 year later, I figured why not make another video on, I think, the best selling app, my favorite app to sell clothes on, Depop. If you didn't know, there's this program going on Depop right now called the Top Seller Program, in which you can apply to it and basically get a chance to be featured on the feature page. Now, everybody on Depop knows that the feature page is one of the most coveted things that you can get on in terms of making sales. You'll generate a lot of traffic, get a lot of eyes on your feed, and also a lot of more followers on your feed. So feature page is a very coveted thing on Depop. And I'm gonna be showing you guys how I got on the feature page actually and got my following up to over 2,000 people, generating tons and tons of sales, more sales than I would have had if I was never featured on this feature page. I actually got help from someone who works at Depop. Her name is Mary. Shout out Mary at Depop. I'll link her page down below. If you have any more questions to ask her or anything like that, feel free to shoot her a message. She was super helpful. I basically told her the idea of a video on how to help you guys get on the feature page, and she gave a lot of tips and tricks on doing it. So we went back and forth in email. She was totally cool with answering questions and whatnot. So I got 2 big tips from her. Keep watching the video, guys. With that being said, enjoy this informational video on Depop. Hope it helps you guys out, get some tips, and hopefully I see one of my subscribers get featured on the featured page.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? So I basically got hit up by Depop to do the Top Seller Program, which is basically like a 2-week program where they give you tips and daily challenges that you have to follow. And if you do fulfill them, basically the best profiles, whoever they like, they're gonna feature them on the Depop list. They're gonna put them on the Depop feature page, which is very, very valuable. When you're on the feature page, it's the first thing you see on the homepage. So you're definitely gonna get a lot more exposure, a lot more sales and all that. I'm gonna do the first challenge for this Top Seller Program. And the very first challenge is to basically post 20 new listings. Pretty easy, but I'm gonna up my game up. I usually take pictures stationary with just the clothes themselves, you know, put them down against a background, take a flick of them, easy. But I'm actually gonna pull out the tripod and stand in front of the camera this time, wear the clothes, model them, you feel me? Got my cut after this whole quarantine, so I'm not feeling so rough around the edges, kind of feeling myself. I'm just basically just show you guys, you know, my whole thought process, how I make it all look nice, you know, get an aesthetic feed and all that. And yeah, as you can see right now, I'm currently in my studio. You know, I got everything boxed up and everything. I'm gonna select all the products I'm trying to sell. All right, guys, now first thing you wanna do is either get a friend, a homie, anybody to take the pictures of you. And if not, then you definitely can just use your trusty little buddy right here. You're gonna wanna get yourself a tripod or just someone that's willing to take flicks of you. All my supplies right here. I'm about to show y'all, you know, how your photo should look, just to entice the buyer and get them to buy your items. So if you find a little background, you can actually use even poster paper, a backdrop, whatever. I use this for a little uniform look. It looks pretty dope, but by all means, you can even use just a plain white background like that, you know, put it against your door, whatever. And then if you want to have a stand, I have this big old, oh shit, this big old coat hanger right here. I usually use it, grab a little nice hook, and you're set to take a stationary picture. I'm gonna explain to you guys that in-person pictures with the clothes on body is much more preferred, but to get a little stationary look, you can use a coat hanger and a hook just to display your item right in front of your background. And usually for my t-shirts, I wanna keep the graphic design very clean. You know, the bottom of the shirt doesn't really matter if it's empty. You know, you wanna focus on the graphic design itself, and of course the branding if there's any. And then I usually do a zoom in close up of the tag of the shirt, just in case that, you know, if you're selling a well-branded design, people are usually suspicious of fakes. I usually do it though because a lot of people are visual learners and they don't like to read at all, and they don't like to read the description or the sizing. So just to avoid a lot of questions, I'll take a flick of the tag with the size to make it really obvious. All right, now here comes the fun part, the actual modeling process. Basically, you just want to set your tripod up right in front of you. Wear the shirt, don't crease it. If you have the tag, put it to the back and whatnot. And just flick up, Put your model face on. I by no means am not a model, you feel me? But I am a good looking motherfucker, so.
Stop it. Get some help.
But like I said, it's about the item. You're trying to advertise the item here and not your good looks. Okay, so what you're not gonna wanna do is kind of pose, flex your muscles, do something like this. You're doing too much, You're trying to advertise the shirt and the fit of the shirt, so when the buyer sees it, then they're gonna be like, oh, so it's a little tight on you, for a medium, or it's true to size and whatnot, or that looks really good if you're muscular, but for like a slim fit or whatnot. So just to really accentuate like the dimensions and how it looks, you're gonna wanna make sure it's clean on your body. I usually just wear an undershirt for common courtesy, because obviously if you're selling the shirt to someone and it's brand new, it's not gonna be brand new if all your musk and odor is gonna get on the shirt. So I wear an undershirt, but definitely advertise it. So how it really fits, this is a medium. I'm a true to size medium, but this right here is pretty tight, especially around the sleeves. Just by basically wearing the clothes you're selling, you kind of get a feel of how it fits, so you can definitely note that down and then write it in the description right after. So this is definitely a tighter, small to medium. It's a little on the smaller end of a medium. When you take pictures, like I said, you don't want to cover the logo. If there's a cool graphic on it, accentuate the graphic, point to it, just make sure it's clear in the picture. You don't want to block out any of the details or whatnot. I don't know. I don't really know how to pose, man. Hands in pockets, look down like that. Do something. Feel yourself, feel comfortable. And if you have a friend taking a picture, have them hype you up, whatnot. You good looking motherfucker, man.